Finding it hard to cut loose. Geminis, we got the Six of Swords and the Sun. It's a really weird combination because the Sun is having fun. It's just enjoying life, and the Six of Swords is going through a tough time. And then the Queen of Wands is because you're trying to control the situation. Basically, you've gotten really used to being uptight, really used to having to deal with problems, maybe just used to adulting, and having a hard time cutting loose and just enjoying life because of having to deal with so many problems and having to adult for so long. On the bottom, we have the Queen of Cups. It's like expecting something to go wrong, expecting there to be problems and thereby having a hard time relaxing. Because underneath the Queen of Cups, I peeked and I saw that there was the Ten of Swords, which is like expecting something to break, something to go wrong, something terrible to happen. All right, let's pull Oracle cards and find out more. Tell me more about Gemini. Jesus. Oh, so this is getting interesting. The first card that came out was just the Moon by itself here, which is all about fear, insecurities, and kind of like your trauma that you're carrying with you. Now, beneath all that, in fact, I'm going to put it away and move these cards up. We have the Cat. That is acting with great caution, maybe acting very carefully. Again, it's because you guys are used to being in adult mode. You're expecting something to go wrong, and so you're overly careful to the point where you haven't been able to just enjoy day-to-day life. Because we have Mars and the Cup here, it's, again, you're careful because there's things you want to protect. Mars in the Cup is protect the things that you have, protect, your family. Maybe you always feel like you need to have enough money in the bank account because you have a child. So you feel like you need to protect people around you, and that's why you need to act with extra caution. Okay, now looking down here, we have the Taurus with the Coal. That is kind of like doing things the hard way. It's kind of like working harder rather than smarter. So, and that's coupled with the Bridge reversed with the Heart reversed, which is working in a way that makes you miserable rather than in a way that is going to make you feel good about yourself. So like I said, it's like being so uptight and so work focused and so nose to the grind, that you're not even taking any opportunities to enjoy yourself. The Bridge reversed with the Heart reversed is not taking any opportunities for fun or to fulfill what's in your heart. It's like, I'm only gonna work and I'm not gonna play. I'm never gonna take time to cut loose. I'm never gonna find time to do it. Because the Bridge is also a time, it's an opportunity to actually, nurture your heart. You're not doing that because you're so careful and you're so practical and maybe even fear-oriented to try to make sure everything is okay. All right, let's pull some advice for you guys. Any advice here for Gemini? Any advice for my Geminis? Wow. So we have the Lovers coming out with the Six of Cups. This is make time, and the Lovers in this case is also talking about make a date. So plan a date, make a date, and sometimes it's like that guy from The Matrix says, how can you have the time unless you make the time? I'm not going to say it with a French accent, but that's a line from The Matrix, and it always stuck with me because it's true. It's like, how can you have the time unless you make the time for the people who are important to you and the things that are important to you? The Six of Cups is joy. It's your friends, your family, and the people who bring you joy. So you have to make time for them, or at least that's the advice. On the bottom, we have Eight of Cups because you haven't really been paying attention to the actual people who warm your heart. You've been paying more attention to making sure that maybe those same people are okay, they have a roof over their head, but not actually spending time with them. So the advice here is actually spend time with those same people who you're trying to protect, who you really value, because at a certain point you're gonna miss out on them. Maybe you're like a parent and you're working so hard that you don't even see your children grow up. That's the energy here. Let's see what else is on top. Yeah, look, the Moon again coming out for fear. With the Four of Pentacles and the Five of Cups, it's like fear of not having money, fear of being poor, okay? And being miserly, it's like, oh, I have to save every penny. I have to work I have to work overtime, right? It's like being a bit miserly from a place of fear and not leaving time for the people who really matter. All right, pretty heavy advice there, or I mean, I feel like this applies to a lot of people. A lot of people do this. But let's see what the Oracle cards have to say. Anything else here for advice? Anything else for Gemini? Okay, so the first card that came out is the arrow on target. And in this case, when it comes out by itself, it's a very clear indicator. It's just confirmation that the reading is accurate. It's confirmation that everything I said before was accurate and spot on. So this is basically just confirmation, but let's see if anything else comes out. Wow. Next couple cards are interesting. We've got the Manticore, Virgo, and Scorpio. I feel like this is talking about you missing out on the things that you really enjoy because you don't think about it. Like, it's like Scorpio and the Manticore is being annoyed, it's being irritated, but it's because of what you look at. Virgo is focusing on the things that make you annoyed and irritated. So it's kind of like saying, there is a little bit of you find what you look for here. And if you look for problems, you find problems. If you look for the need for safety, if you look for the what ifs, if you look for what could happen, then I don't know, that's what could happen, right? And you guys are almost like working from a place of fear based on what ifs. Oh, what if my child gets sick? I need to make sure I have enough money for that, or I need to make sure I have the right health insurance for that. And so again, it brings you back to not enjoying life, right? You're operating from a place of negative what ifs. So don't do that. All right, Geminis, that is your reading. Thank you guys for being here. I hope you guys got something out of this. If you want to see more of these videos and you like these, don't forget to follow the channel. I'll see you guys next time.